Today we're going to be looking at Province, guys, in the Type 64, and I'm pretty sure you can only get this map up to Tier 7, I believe is the max tier. This is going to be a 6-7 game, and I basically just told everybody, camp, all spot, like just camp it out, right? And I'm going to come out here right to, I believe it's this bush line here. Now this is very aggressive, but I really wanted to 2-mark this vehicle. I was very close to 2-marking it, and indeed we got the 2-mark. But you come right out to here and look at all these people you spot coming through, going up to around the like J0 area of the map, right? You're able to spot all these people, and you'll also spot people that will poke up here. Now, before I go any further, I'll just leave it like this for now. I'm going to go to the free replay camera, and I'll leave it running, but I want to show you a couple of the rocks you can take out here from this portion of the map. Your best bet is to come down this way and just to sit right here. You have this bush, you have this one, you have this one, you have this one. You can come all the way out to this one if you're really feeling, you know, adventurous, but I wouldn't recommend it. But the problem with all of these, really, except for this one, is that if you get lit here or here or here or here, you're not safe. Like, people are going to have angles on you from either here or from here, because this map is all about crossfire. So me taking this bush was really aggressive. I would not recommend it. Just try and get to right here and you're good to go. From the other side, if you're going to spot, you can try this one. I really like this bush line because you have solid cover here, right? So you could try either of these, but I like this particular one right here. This is a little risky. In fact, it depends on how you look at it, right? It's less risky in the sense that you're more likely not to get spotted coming here, but then if you do get lit here, you're kind of out in the open. I feel like it's easier to actually do this from this side of the map, because from here you can get behind, again, this building, and it's long enough to keep you safe from everywhere. You have hard cover. You just have to be mindful of people that are going to come like this, so that they don't proxy spot you. Like, I would sit right here in the bush, and from there you'll light like this entire thing, man, right? So that's how I would approach this map, guys, from both spawns if you're looking to scout, right? Again, we're sitting in this bush, and I got 13, 16 combined to get 8 initial spots, and eventually I'm going to start getting involved here because I'm feeling kind of useless at this particular time. But keep in mind, I have like 480 view range or something like that on this tank at tier 6, which should be plenty to spot, you know, this entire area of the map. My circle did get messed up here, but it goes out to like here, man. I'm telling you, like, you will spot all these people in this area if you have decent enough view range, right? And you can even run binocs if you would like. So I'm gonna now leave this area, and again, just be really careful how you like approach these rocks out here. I would recommend just coming to this one again, and even here you might not be safe. I remember there was a dude that YOLO'd me in like a Jory or whatever the tier 7 version is of that, tier 6 or 7, and he wrecked me in this area. I had nowhere to go because I was getting hit by people over here too. And he went all the way around like this, and my team had no shots. I don't know how, but they just weren't paying attention at all or whatever. So eventually I'm going to get involved here, guys. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm going to come up this way. I'm going to remain unlit from people that are over here at first, and then I'm going to come around. These guys don't even need my help. They clean up the IS, and I'm just going to run after the M44, clean him up, go after the Lorraine. We're going to get him cleaned up as well. Looks like Artie cleans him up there, and now we're just taking shots at the Super Chaffee here, the E25. Like, this is easy peasy, right? Eventually we're going to go after the Super Chaffee again, and watch this blind shot. So this is in half speed, right? Watch this blind shot I take on the Chaffee. As soon as he gets lit, but I'm already taking the shot, and look at that, man. Like, right into the tank. It was just a beautiful shot, guys. But anyway, we ended up with 10 spots, 1,600 assist damage, 935 damage, and that's all. Province is one of those maps, man, where I'm telling you, like, I don't even need the free replay camera for this. We're in a good location. Province is one of those maps where, like, if you want a spot, you can come out here, but I don't always recommend this. Like, if you're in a tank that can do decent damage, such as the Type 64, I made this play because I wanted to get a good combined score to get the 2-mark, but even in the Type 64, like, you could try and get up into this location here, or this location up here, or no, I'm sorry, up here. and get shots. Because the way Province works is it's a lot of this, like the whole game, like people just shooting back and forth at each other. And then it's a lot of people getting shots down the hill like this and getting shots down the hill like this. Advancing from this location and this location on Province, sorry, I keep missing that, it's right here. As you advance on each side, that's what's the difficult part, right? It's really all the crossfire that you want to look for, and that's why I say that sometimes it is worth it to try and check out these areas of the map and right here to spot people for your team, because again, it's all crossfire, and I think that's also why this map in particular is not for tier 8s and up and all, because everyone would be spotted on the map, right? Like you'd have a tank out here that would have like 500 view range and CVS, and like everyone would be getting lit as soon as they poke in these entire areas. So that's probably why they ended up, you know, taking away the ability for tier 8s, 9s, and 10s, or never allowed it in the first place for them to get on this map. So that's Province, guys. I think that really covers this entire map. There's not much more to talk about. Like Province is a pretty easy map to understand, which is rare in World of Tanks. Like usually you have some challenging maps. This one is very easy to understand, man. You just watch out for the crossfire, and you have these two areas of the map that are going to be an advantage for you. They're high ground, and that's all. So we'll get into the end plates real quick. Again, you will see that I 2-marked this vehicle here. We got the 2-mark. 2K spotting ended up being the total after everything was added up, after the blind spotting. We had 10 spots, 935 damage, guys. What else is notable here? 866 experience. We were top by experience, it looks like. And, you know, we had a couple people on our team do a good amount of damage. They just didn't have a great team, man. Like, they had 7 people do 0 damage on their team, and this happens at the lower tiers on occasion, right? We made almost 16k from this one. 12 shots fired, 9 hits, 9 pens. 5-minute battle, pretty standard on Province. Like, usually battles are pretty short on Province. And that's all, guys. Type 64 is a very powerful tank. I would highly recommend you get it if you have any spare, you know, coin lying around, or cash, I should say, because you actually have to pay for the premiums, right? But the Type 64 is honestly the best light tank at tier 6, just by the stats and the characteristics, right? So if you're looking to get an OP tank at tier 6, a light tank, there's a lot of good light tanks at tier 6 though. Like there's also the 12T and stuff. There's a lot of good options, right? The 5916 is also a good light tank. The MT25, like there's a lot of good light tanks at tier 6, but the Type 64 is going to beat them all. It just has the DPM, it's a premium. You guys all know the premiums are always going to be slightly better. That's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.